Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I'm sharing with you the last of the Easter eggs launched last week by iHeartRevolution. So this time I'm going to be sharing with you the chick version, and the packaging looks like this. So it's mint green with white polka dots. You have a yellow bow this time, and then going around the packaging you have the ingredients there. And then you have the diagram of the egg there, of the shades to expect in here. And then on the bottom, of course, it says cruelty free. Okay, so that's the actual packaging. You can pick these up from revolutionbeauty.com. And of course, there's 4 within this collection to collect. Or if you're within the UK, you can pick them up from revolutionbeauty.com. So let's look at the palette itself, the actual eggs. So here it is. It's yellow this time, obviously very much representing chick, and the whole collection has matte packaging. Last year there was a real mix, wasn't there, of like a metallic or shiny. In fact, I think one of them, or even 2 of them, had that duochrome finish, but this time they are all matte for you. Okay, so that's what it looks like. When you open it up, you just open it up like that. You have 2 compartments if you've not seen these before. This side you have the highlights or blush, eyeshadows, inner corner highlights, whatever you want to use them for, and you have 2 shades here. So a lighter shade, and this one is very much peachy gold on the top with a deeper peach at the bottom. Underneath, or the other side, you have the actual eyeshadows. Again, of course, you have 5 shades, and you have, let's have a look at this one. So you've got 1, 2, I can see 3 mattes, but they could change because, to be honest, I've said to you before that there are mattes within the collection and then they turn out to be a satin. So at the moment, that one looks like a matte. Where is it? The yellow looks like a matte and this one looks like a matte, and these 2 are your shimmers. So let's get into the actual swatches and take a look. This time I'm going to do the highlights first. Okay. So the top one first. I must admit, these do look beautiful on the skin. I was thinking I perhaps wouldn't like these as highlights just because I'm not into an intense highlight, but actually yesterday I buffed the highlight or went over the top with my foundation brush, and it really gave me a beautiful finish. So there's your lighter shade. You can see it's like a gold, but also it's got a tiny hint of like a peach undertone to it. It's very warm, very beautiful. And then this one is definitely a peach tone, obviously depending on your skin tone as to which one you would wear, but you could use that as a blush topper. Obviously eyeshadow, if you have a lighter skin tone, or if you wanted to, if you had a deeper skin tone, you could use that one and then use that as the eyeshadow or inner corner highlight, whatever you wanted. So there are your highlights, or whatever you want to use them for. Let's look at the eyeshadows. So let me swatch all of them and then I'll go through the shades. That's actually that is very nice. I like that one. Now, this one is, of course, a warm palette, but it's a little bit more, I suppose, of a rich, warm palette. Oh, love that one. Oh, I think if you like warms, you're going to love this one. Okay, I'm just getting a white. These are incredibly pigmented. What one did I? That was Candy. I shared with you yesterday. Incredibly intense shades with that one. Okay, here's your eyeshadows. So you have got this one. It's like a very warm orangey yellow. This one here is a shimmer, and it's much more of a copper shimmer. You've got this shade here, which again is a shimmer. Again, very much of a copper, even more so, I suppose, more red in that one. Then we have this one, which I'm just double checking. It does look matte. So that one is matte, and then we have that matte yellow. So that one, and that one, they are matte, and then the 2 shimmers in the middle. So you've got 3 mattes, 2 shimmers with this one. Now again, I'm just going to pop my hair back. Now I've got a car across the road that is reflecting the sun, so if you can see any shadow, I'm having to film quite early, I've got a really busy day ahead of me, so if you can see any kind of shadow, anything on my top as I can see, then apologies. I have a car across the way reflecting light right in my eye, so apologies, but there's nothing I can do. If I shut the curtains then we'd have no light. So let's go into, I think I'm going to start off with this shade here. Definitely, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? Oh, incredibly pigmented as well. Now, as with the other 3 palettes, I have applied an eye base, but I haven't set it, just, you know, like the other 3, because obviously if I set it, then it's going to give, you know, a different kind of look perhaps, and I want to keep to the, you know, the same. When I'm testing something, I want them all to be the same. So let's go in with this colour. Wow. Oh wow, that is intense. Okay, I'm using an eye contour brush from Primark. It's blue handled, but I think at the moment they're all black, I think, but they're exactly the same as in they are a contoured brush. Wow, well, that's blending out beautifully, but wow, is that intense. Okay, a little bit of kick up again, but you know, it's the same as with all of the palettes that I've tested over the last few days. Just popping a little bit more on, didn't quite get enough on there, and you know that I like my base to show, so wow. But it blends out beautifully, doesn't it? I'm just going to pop that underneath as well. Very, very impressed with that. Now with this one, you do have a deeper shade as well. I do like at least 2 mattes in a smaller palette, so that you've got your lighter transitional shade or your base shade, then you've got a deeper shade. So let's try that one. Of course, I'm using the same brush and see what this does. Again, it looks very, very pigmented. It shears out nicely, and again, as with the other deeper shades within these palettes, I've found that they look incredibly deep in the pan, but actually on the eye they shear out a lot lighter, so when you blend them out, they blend, you know, much lighter than they look in the palette. So I'm just taking that all the way in, and I'm just getting a tiny bit more just to go underneath there. I want that to match there and join. Okay, I'm going into the same colour, and I'm going to stamp it in this time rather than blending, because I still want a little bit more depth in that corner, in the crease. And again there. Yeah, so that definitely has deepened you know, if you stamp it on, it gives the depth, but when you blend it, it definitely shears it out a little bit more. I'm just going to use a clean brush, exactly the same brush but a cleaner version, just to blend that out on the edge there. Okay, just going to do that with the same shade on the other side. So I blended it out first of all. So if you like your rich, warm tones, you would definitely love this palette. Just taking that up a bit more underneath. And then I'm going to stamp that in. It's a lovely colour. I think sometimes you have to be very careful when you apply a yellow first, because sometimes it just looks like you've got bruised eyes. So you've got to be careful with these yellows. But actually that has really built up into some beautiful shades there. And I do like eyeshadows that you can either sheer out or build up as well. You know, it gives you a little bit of an option there. Going to deepen that up there on that outer corner, just to see if that builds up. That is very good. I'm just getting the clean brush, going into the first shade again, that yellow, and I'm just going to blend that yellow underneath there, adding a little bit more dimension to that. So this side you've got a little on the outer corner, I've pulled it out a little bit more, so it's pointed and really blending that out. Yeah, really like that. So those are the mattes applied. Really, really beautiful. Love those. Now obviously I'm going into the shimmers. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going into this shimmer and apply that there. I probably am quite drawn to this shade, but I want to use as many as I can for you. So I'm going to go in with the red first of all. Wow. No, that is intense. So I'm just going to put that right in the middle there. And again, this side. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is go into, in fact, just clean that off. It's very, very bright. And then go into the natural or neutral, like coppery brown, and put that on the inner part of the eye. Might have to use a brush. Okay, where's my brush? The thing is I want to use the brush for something else. Okay, I'm going to try and get in there. Wow. These shimmers from these palettes are so intense. Okay, so you can see that I've gone into the centre with the redder tone and right to the inner corner with the more this kind of tone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use now a 250 pencil and powder smudge brush from Primark. It's the one with the point, and I'm going into that really bright yellow. Wow, a lot of that comes off. Now it is a matte, but I have found that I've tested mattes on the inner corner more recently, and depending on the colour, it really looks beautiful. Wow, that is gorgeous. A little bit dusty, that yellow. In fact, my trouser now, I'm wearing black, is covered in yellow when I tapped it off, but it's very pigmented. Don't be put off by the kick up in these little palettes. What I will say is it's not, you know, there's a little bit of kick up, a little bit of powder taps off, but you're not going to lose the whole pan. Okay, I'm just applying a little bit of eyeliner. It's the Revolution HD Smoky Waterproof Liner. I have spoken about this endlessly, but one of you contacted me at the weekend to say that you couldn't find it on the Revolution site any longer. I've checked, I can't find it on the Revolution site, can't find it on the Superdrug site, and I raced down to Superdrug and I couldn't find it in store either. I will still be using it. It's the only one that I can use, but I don't know. Is it still available? You'll have to let me know if you know more. Okay, so just applying that. I'll be really disappointed if I can't get hold of another. I've been trying to use this one up. So there's the eyeliner. Just apply a little bit of course, the Mascara Revolution. Absolutely love this mascara. I can't use anything else now. I'm trying to get through this one so I can actually use the waterproof version. That yellow, wow, on the inner corner. Love that. Okay, now I'm going to test out the actual highlight. I think that's going to be too deep for me, so I'm going to go in. Wow, where did I get all the mascara from? I've got it all over my hand. Let me just clean myself up. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I think this one is going to be too deep for me. It would look better as perhaps a blush topper. For today, I'm going to use this one. So get a little bit of that. And again, I'm going to apply it with the finger because that's what I've done with all of the others. It works beautifully. Oh, that is just gorgeous. And also the colour works beautifully with the actual eyeshadows. Now I'm going to do what I did yesterday, get my foundation brush, this is the one that I've used today, and just go over the top. Obviously if you like your highlight intense, you don't need to do this, but personally I like it a little bit less. I like it looking blended, like, you know, it's my natural skin. So again, just going in with that shade on the other side. Really soft and just gorgeous. Like that again. Just go over the top of that. Oh, just blends it out beautifully. Stunning. You can obviously see it better this side. Gorgeous. Okay, so I've still got mascara everywhere. I don't know how I did that, but anyway, I'm just going to remove that. Okay, so that is my look for today using the Chick version. Let's just take another look at this. So those are your eyeshadows, those are your highlights. I'll just share with you the swatches again. Also, don't be put off if you're swatching these and they don't swatch particularly well. You know, I always say this, it is just for colour reference, but it is how they apply on the eye. And this one has really applied beautifully. I absolutely love the yellow in the inner corner. Love that. Of course, I would love to hear your thoughts on the this version. Will you be picking this up? I actually thought that I wasn't going to like this, just because I didn't particularly enjoy the chocolate version. I don't think those were quite my colours. I must admit that this one is certainly a better fit for me. I really, really love it. I love the longevity of the eyeshadows. These really have lasted so well, and for £5 I think they are certainly worth a try if you're obviously liking the look of these shades. But yeah, what are you thinking of this version? Are you going to be picking up this one? Or if you've watched all of the other videos that I have posted regarding these eggs, I would love to know which egg you are going to pick up. Yeah, I really love it. It's absolutely beautiful. I wasn't thinking that I was going to like this one, but I really do. I love that yellow though. That is gorgeous. I'm mesmerised by my inner corner. Of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel, I would love it if you subscribe to watch further videos. But as always, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.